What up, folks? We got another day, which means we got another best ball draft. Here we go. Yo! What up, everybody? We're back with another episode of Too Much Fantasy Football. It's Too Much Best Ball version. Yes, that's right. We're going live here to do a best ball draft. Hanging out with you. It's me. It's Brennen. How you doing today, man?
Doing pretty good. Just we got done doing the draft with Coop and Chuck Bass. That was a lot of fun. Can't wait to see everyone's reaction.
Yeah, little chaotic, a little crazy. Didn't exactly go the way I wanted it to. But it's fine. It's fine. They've got their names next to their picks, so they're gonna have to catch all the strays. But yeah, we got another best ball draft ahead of us. Looking for another win. Hopefully, another winning team we have here. ADPs, man, they are moving. And our guy Jonathan Brooks, he's finally coming down to earth a little bit.
Still RB42, right?
42, yeah, but it's
Yeah.
he's moving into close to the single digit rounds here. So I'm probably gonna be cooling off clicking him as much. Just I feel like we were getting
Never.
a really good discount on him before, and you say you're not.
Never.
It's Jonathan Brooks all the way to what 80%? Is that what you're looking for exposure?
It's like he's right around like I could take Kenneth Gainwell. Like I have. I had to like tell myself like, hey, let's take something else here. Like there's Kenneth Gainwell. It's who else is in that area? It's I think Rashad White's in that area.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember like the other name. It's like there's 4 running backs like right there, and it's like the same guys I see over and over again. So I've had to like tell myself like, all right, we got to take something else.
It gets pretty gross. I think he's one of the ones I can make like the best argument for anyway.
Yeah.
What's up, Matthiasen? Always here with us. We appreciate you, man. How's it going? We're gonna get this draft board up for you. We're gonna get rocking and rolling. Brennan, you ready for this?
Let's do it.
Sweet. Underdog, why aren't you working? Underdog's not working. Is your underdog working? Look at this, folks. We want to draft. We want to take a team, but we cannot get it figured out. Hey, Matthiasen, while you're with us, buddy, we just did a top 13 draft of best receiving rooms right now. So it's a culmination of wide receivers and tight ends, right?
I mean, yeah, it's working for me.
Oh wait, shit. Okay, I'm back up. We're in it. All right, let me get over here to a draft. But Vikings, where would they be in your top 5? Matthiasen, if you want to hit us there. I'm curious because we got into a pretty fun discussion as far as how that looks, and didn't go the way I planned. Oops, kicked you there.
Yeah, no, don't like me.
Yeah, well, I didn't want your bad luck as far as the draft pickings to pop up here today. What are we waiting for? We got 5 more people waiting to hop in this. Nice, nice. What are we? We're 2 days away from the schedule dropping too. Cannot wait for that.
Yeah, there's already been some leaks. I mean, obviously, Thanksgiving Day is Cowboys, Lions. Obviously, are playing Thanksgiving. I don't forget. There's there like been any like serious leaks of like.
So the biggest one, the biggest takeaway I found anyway, the it's Monday Night Football Week 1. It is the Broncos and the Chiefs. 2 quarterbacks coming off injuries. Is this a tell to you that the NFL feels confident, but that both of those quarterbacks will be starting Week 1?
Yeah, like I think the whole phenomenon of Bo Nix, he's broken his ankle now 3 times. Like now, is he got a glass ankle? I think he's okay. Per Sean Payton said that he's taking it lightly now, but like June he'll be ramped up and good to go. So like I think he's good to go. Mahomes is the more interesting one, right? Because like he tore it week 12, 13, 14.
Yeah.
Super late. But ACLs are now like a 9-month recovery. So it puts them like right. I think it's like right at August to be good to go. So I'm more worried about Mahomes. I could see Mahomes missing like 1 to 2 weeks tops.
I kind of discarded that, or at least like my first overall thoughts of that, just like, oh, it's not going to be a big deal. It's fine, but maybe not. I have heard rumors of like, could Patrick Mahomes start on the pup? I'm like, there's no way this man, after that bad of a season, he's going to go out there and start on the pup. But it looks like it very well could possibly be happening.
What pick do we have?
I don't want to look. I don't want to look.
I can't see because we're.
There it is. There it is. 110. We're drafting at 110, everyone. As usual. As usual. That's what we do here on this show. We do not draft in the top 6. We do not draft in the top 6. There comes Matthiasen in here with his vote for the receiving. All right. Spoilers. Vikings came in number 1. But it was a bit of a debate. Jags were one of the teams that people were trying to fight for in the top 5. And we got some discourse that the Jags weren't even close to being a top 13 receiving room. But ultimately, they got bumped. Vikings did make it in there in the top picks. Especially you got Juwan Jennings out there now. Let's go, man.
Yeah, like it was tough because, like, dude, like I heard the argument for the Bengals was interesting because I had them in top 5. I was like, I just think the sheer weight of what Jamar is and T. Higgins is, like, that's just at the end of the day, we can't like go, well, their wide receiver 3 is, Andre Yoshifas. Like, I don't care. It's Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. Like, that's phenomenal.
Yeah, that was my biggest issue with doing this exercise was the top heavy teams. You've got teams like the Bengals, the Rams, the Cowboys, and the Seahawks that have elite talent there at the top. And then some of those, it starts to drop off after that number 2 wide receiver. Drops off after the number 1 wide receiver for the Seahawks, I feel like. But yeah, these teams barely made it in. Honorable mention, like the Eagles getting snubbed. Obviously, we played it as if A.J. Brown wasn't there, but that was a big one.
Would the Commanders have changed your mind with Ayuk going there? Because, like, I think it might have. Like, I would have liked Ayuk.
They would have been a double-digit team. Loved him in the 10 to 13 range if they had Ayuk. Well, we're not going elite wide receiver here at the beginning.
That's crazy. Okay.
Take JT.
Well, let's just take JT. Yeah, this is the easiest one. Thanks for
We haven't got a lot of JT because he doesn't fall this far.
For that. That's great.
All right.
That was the easiest
go
pick
Colts. Matthias is coming in here. Hey, Jags,
Brian,
no tight end.
By the way, don't want to interrupt you, but Pete on and off the clock gave you a shout out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's 10-minute mark. Nobody was trying to let you know. So there you go.
Let's go. Yeah, folks, if you're not watching, Pete Overzet's got a reality show going right now. So you think you can tout? Somebody made it as a final contestant. Let's go.
Hell yeah! Congrats.
Yeah, we're gonna be rocking it all summer, all the fun content, and hopefully crushing it more in the best ball streets.
Rashi Rice.
I know Rashi Rice coming in here at 2-2. Malik Neighbors, everybody's scared of that ACL.
Just take the running back.
Just take the running back.
It's too much to pass up on.
Do we take Saquon because we haven't?
Yeah, we haven't had a lot of Saquon shares. Like, we've done Hampton, we've done Genty a lot. So
let's even it out. Let's take Saquon Barkley, JT. I mean,
that's a pretty good start for 10. Like, this is my favorite start so far. If I had to just guess.
Right. Everybody's hoping the Eagles figure it out as far as the passing game this year. Maybe you take Barkley, you don't have to worry about that happening.
Yeah. Where are we? So we're pick like what? 32, right? 32 would be our next pick.
Yes. Yeah, let's pull up these next picks. So we're picking 34, 39 will be our next
34,
two.
39, sorry.
So somewhere in this, Devonta Smith, Tyrant. Well, we're not running back at this point.
We're just getting too familiar with this area.
No kidding, man. Especially because we're usually fading the running backs at this point because we've gone double running back. All right, so I went Devonta Smith. I'm going to go T. Higgins, Garrett Wilson, and then Tet. And then because Matthiason's with us, we have to. Let's go Zay Flowers and then Ladd McConkey. I think there's a great conversation for this kid being a fringe wide receiver 1 this year, just alone on the usage. One wide receiver sets, they might be doing a bunch of those. And if he's out there, it's going to be money.
Is he scary, though, to be your wide receiver 1 in fantasy?
I don't want to draft him as my number 1 wide receiver, yeah. Since he's going around this turn, I'd love to be able to go running back, wide receiver, and then Ladd. Or if I've got 2 elite running backs, maybe you can talk me into it if I'm going back-to-back wide receiver. But you don't feel great with Ladd being your 1. despite me maybe ranking him.
I did some tinkering for the running backs. Jeremiah Love is pretty low.
Ooh,
Like
ooh,
he's I would take Kyron Williams over Jeremiah Love. I would take
yes.
you go down a little more. It's he's near the Cam Scadaboo range. Like he's not like Javonte Williams I'd rather have than Jeremiah Love. Like Travion Henderson's too high for me as it is. I kind of ignore it, but like I think it's like the Bucky Williams. Like would I rather have Jeremiah Love or Bucky Williams? That's where I'm at. I think
Bucky Irving?
I think that's where he's at in my rankings. I think I want to try the new toy of Jeremiah Love before Bucky. Like I think Jeremiah Love excites me more than Bucky.
Yeah. I guess
He's just
I don't want to play the game is what it is. Whether I mean Ashton Genty, he finished as what 12, 13 last year. That's a great finish.
mm-hmm.
But were you happy along the way? Were you actually winning games with him? Was he contributing to winning that? And I think that's my big issue with the Jeremiah Love situation. We kind of talked about it in the episode we just finished recording. Like Cardinals could be the Cowboys, the new Cowboys this year. All offense, no defense. Which that could play into his favor.
Yeah.
But it also couldn't.
Because at that point, it's just like it's stat padding for a lot of their games too.
All these wide receivers here, Chris Olave potentially could fall to us. Would you like him over the receivers we have tagged here?
I don't know, man. I just think like Tet being your wide, like who do you feel safest as like leading this like the wide receiver room as it comes down to it. Like I'll let you decide this. Like Tet would be my one. I'm okay with Garrett Wilson, T Higgins. I think it's just like Zay Flowers. I can't justify taking Zay Flowers over these guys though.
I like T Higgins in that sense of just like him between it's him and Tet. Give me Joe Burrow. Like let me break the deciding factor between Joe Burrow and Bryce Young. You know, Ted McMillan. I think he was great.
Like, it is frustrating. Yeah, as I was saying, as like someone who's owned Jamar, like seeing T Higgins go off sometimes more than Jamar, it's kind of frustrating.
100%, especially last year when he was finally healthy through the whole season. That's been one of my biggest fades on T Higgins. Because he was going, I think he was 12 last year. Like everybody was into the Bengals after Joe Burrow just blew up the prior year. So we're rocking 0-2-1-0. It's got to be another wide receiver for me.
Yeah, I like Garrett Wilson. I'll let you pick. Like if I think Ladd is the highest. Oh well, there we go. I'd much rather have Ladd than Zay Flowers just because McDaniel's offense excites me more.
Same. We're going to leave Zay Flowers start, though, just so Mathiasen has to stare at it. Oh, no, never mind. He's gone. There he goes. Nice. We got the 2-2 build, running back, wide receivers, gives us a little flexibility, the versatility as far as like what we have to do going into the next pick. Our next picks being 58 and 63. Quite a ways to go. I like the idea of maybe getting Herbert or Burrow.
Yeah, that's a nice combo because like with Burrow kind of caps you where else you go because like at that point you just take Gesicki, that's your other push through. But with Herbert, you can go QJ, Trey, a little bit later picks of David Njoku now. He's probably climbing up a little bit, but like even Gadsden as well. So like I'd much if I had to pick between the two, Herbert gives you a little more flexibility with other stacks.
Look at that. Gadsden's already down to tight end 10. He was in this tight end 8 range. I'd still take Gadsden over Kittle, despite I don't think Gadsden's going to do a whole hell of a lot of it.
Yeah, that's such a weird thing. I meant to ask Coop and what's their opinion on George Kittle because it's like, what do we do?
Yeah, we kind of omitted the 49ers outside of like the final 2 minutes of the show. So that would have been interesting just to get somebody else's take because – folks, this is very anti-Kittle as far as you've seen on these streams.
And I don't want to be anti-Kittle.
Yeah. Scatabo, he is jumping up my boards here. I know you and I are kind of working on rankings a little bit. Cam's inside my top 20, and he's pushing for like about 16 for me right now.
Who's he ahead of? Like I have him ahead of Travion. I'm just lower on Travion, so I'll get that out of the way, I guess. Like I I'd rather have Cam than
What do
Travion.
you think's going on with Travion Henderson? Is this people buying back in, like doubling down on the fact that they screwed up last year and took him too early, or is this true belief that he will jump forward? Because Ramondre Stevenson will be a part of the offense. He will be there. Travion Henderson made some boneheaded mistakes, and like this is a team. I was going to say ethically, they're locked in as far as their morals of how they treated things, but it's only football. It's not exactly outside of football things when it comes to this team. So I'm okay fading Henderson. I'll have a small share, but I don't see him being that much of a difference maker compared to where you're having to spend on that cost.
Yeah, I'm taking a ton of Ramondre. I just feel like he falls and just like, oh, well, cool. I'm going to get the Patriots running back one. It's what I tell myself to make myself feel better. But is there any lie in that statement? Like, are we really confident Travion Henderson's the RB1?
Historically, Josh McDaniels, you take his second running back in ADP. It's always the lower ADP'd running back that performs better, just in his system. And I found that nugget out last summer, and I didn't want to believe it because I wanted some Henderson. And this year, I'm going to buy into it a bit more. Do we take the birthday boy? Christian
I
Watson's
like
here.
Rome.
Rome.
I like Rome. So, I mean, that's where I'm at. This would
Can't
be, I
build
think Rome's a slam dunk pick here.
Can't build Rome in a day, but we will build this roster in a day. Let's take him.
I mean, if you look at his first games before he got hurt, he was like what, wide receiver like 3. Then like he was finishing top 20 in his performances, and then he fell off a cliff because he got injured, and then everybody else kind of filled in. But no DJ Moore. I think everyone's kind of sleeping on Rome.
I want Burden. I'd love to have Burden on my team this year, but he's just going so much higher. Give me the discount. We've got question marks across the board on this team. So yeah, I'll be kicking the tires quite a bit on Rome, I feel like, this year.
Damn.
Come on, Christian. Come on, birthday boy. Fall to me. If not Christian Watson, are we looking at Marvin Harrison? We could do the Joe Burrow stack. Or if we come back on our next one, we could get Justin Herbert stack potentially.
Let's just take Watson. Let's just like solidify that wide receiver room if I had to pick.
You said Watson?
Because I'd much rather have Herbert. Yeah.
I love that you're on Team Watson now. I can't tell you how much it
warms I'm on Team Watson. I just think who's your QB3, by the way? That's my next question.
My QB3? Jaden Daniels.
Yes. Okay. Who's your 4?
We haven't gotten that far. I think it's Jalen Hurts right now. I haven't finished all my projections. Jalen Hurts is like, I'm going in there still fine combing. I've got the majority of them. Jalen Hurts is number 4 for me right now.
Okay. Yeah. I have Joe Burrow at 5. Then I have Caleb at 6. I have Drake May 7.
I also still have AJ Brown on my Eagles projections as well, even though I'm completely team. He's off that team.
I have a B version of AJ Brown cemented with the Patriots. Like I haven't fully eclipsed like a massive volume. I've eclipsed like a Stephon Diggs like stat line. Obviously, when the news comes, I will now fully shift everything. But as that's why I haven't done it yet because it hasn't happened. And like that's what a run quarterback. Holy moly!
Yeah, we just had Hurts, May, Daniels, and Burrow just go. Caleb Williams, I like him closer to 8-9 than I do 5-6. Are you in that camp as well?
I understand that camp because this offense, like we saw it where weeks of like it was DeAndre Swift and Kyle Monangai were just rushing the football and touching each. Like so those games are possible with Ben Johnson, but like I think it's just the fact of like we love Loveland. He's super high. He's tight end 3. Luther Burden is super high. Roma Dunze is super high. So it just we did this last year, right? Remember with the whole Matt Stafford thing? Like, well, why is Devontae and Puka going so high, and we just have Stafford at QB 20? Like, it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, no, it's. I wish I would have shouted that a little bit harder last August. I remember you and I talking about it and like, all right, we both have Devontae Adams and Puka this high. How do we not have?
You mentioned it one time,
and it was like it was scratching my brain the entire time. But I'm like, I'm not going to put a pure pot because like you were betting on him having a career year, a 35+ touchdown season. and you can't do that regularly. Like putting him above Stroud and Love and Goff and some of these like middling QB2s. It now I'm really screwed because I've got him I think at like 13 this year. I don't know.
Yeah, I have Stafford at I think 11 or 12. Like I'm going off mine of 4 points passing touchdown, by the way, not 6. So that's another thing too, is I have all the rushing guys ahead of them. If it's 6 points, I'd adjust a little differently. But most leagues I play in, it's 4 points passing touchdown.
So we have 4 picks between our next one. Do we take Herbert here?
Let's just take
grab
Herbert. Like I think Caleb is starting to fall, and we're watching it happen live in action.
And it does give us a nice stacking point too, as far as we haven't been huge. I feel like on the stacking as far as our quarterback. So I don't mind doing this here. RJ Harvey goes. We have 4 wide receivers.
Yeah,
but
we also took Jonathan Taylor and Saquon, so we're solidified at running back. Like we went RB heavy.
Jacoby Myers, man,
that
the hottest
topic ever.
Folks, we'll be dropping this episode tomorrow. It'll come out. You got to go check it out. It's going to be again our top 13. We worked with Coop and Chuck Bass to come up with the top 13 receiving rooms. We included wide receivers and tight ends, and man, there was some discussions had. Jacoby Myers, he got some strays. Him and Jordan Addison, honestly. Do not know what a walk-up song is freaking.
Not knowing what a walk-up song is absolutely wild.
Who do you like here?
Chris Godwin. It's just so hard to ignore him. Obviously I have him a lot higher than where he's ranked here in best ball. So,
and the news too coming out, the Coach Speak Index talking about this or getting some clips about looking like Ted Hurst could be pushing out Jalen McMillan a little bit to play in that X role, and then giving Ibuka and Godwin. Wild stuff.
That hurts my feelings because I'm such a McMillan fan.
I know. As soon as I read that, I'm like, oh, I'm not going to send this to Brennen. Not yet.
I saw it and I was like, this is mean. Like, what is dude? All he's done is just been good when he's on the field. I don't get it. Like, is there something I don't know, like under stat lines, where it's just like he's just getting lucky or something? I don't know. But anytime he's on the field, he puts up numbers.
It gives me vibes. Maybe it's just they think he's good. He's not great. And maybe they just, the ceiling might not be there. So, hey, we're going to put you on a wide receiver 3-ish role. And we're going to see if the other guys we have can beat you out. Either way, though, I saw that. I'm like, well, I'm going to pump the brakes on drafting him. That's for sure.
Yeah. I've been like J.K. Dobbins. So this is the area of the running backs where it gets like, I've been kind of teetering with a little bit. Like J.K. Dobbins, I've highlighted.
Mm-hmm.
Who else is here? There's a lot of the quarterbacks. Like I have Kyler Murray ahead of Matthew Stafford, and that's purely just because of the rushing ability. Like it has nothing to do with like who I think is a better quarterback as well.
Where's Baker again in quarterback?
He's 20. He's super. 20. He's
okay.
Super low.
So we might be able to. I was going to say we have an opportunity to grab Jordan Love here if we want to get some sort of, double Green Bay back end stacks.
But Baker's a cheaper option. I think Baker can put up the same number as Love does. Like I'm getting picks later.
I don't think he comes back to us though, because 106, 111, and 130 would be our next option.
And where's Baker?
Baker is 115. So 130, I don't think he'd make it.
No,
so I think we have to make the decision
here. Yeah, I think we take another quarterback here, and
let's do it with our second pick because we can get one of those. You want to see if we can get J.K. Dobbins here or Downs, and then come with the quarterback on the way back since we have options.
Let's do that.
I'll put Merritt.
Yeah, I like Merritt, and you can highlight Chris Rodriguez. I mean, we don't know what the running back situation is going to be. Ooh, well,
Krosky.
Bill.
Let's take him. Oh, man, I didn't have the sound ready.
Never gets it.
I hate that the footballers popped that up right after we did.
Yeah.
Credit for that, though, either.
Nope. it's fun for everybody though. Like
Oh,
everyone knew it right away. Like I wasn't like we were the first ones, so
oh God,
no,
no, we're the only one
it
to
is
think.
fun.
Like,
Yeah,
who doesn't think that when
yeah,
if you're,
yeah.
millennial? Everybody knows Bill Nye. All right, Chris Rodriguez, let's get you off here. Oh crap, Love went.
So we
I didn't
take
realize
Baker, I
what Love went.
guess.
Baker it is. All right, all
I
right.
because Baker on a points per game basis could finish just right there with like Shuck and Kyler and Stafford. So I think Shuck's
And
going a little too high for me.
Baker's last 2 years have been the highest season rushing average he's had of his career. So if we can keep that baked in, a nice 20 to 30 yards a game, that's a nice little, cherry on top to add to what he can do
Mhm.
with, I mean, as Chuck was talking about on the show, potentially a, prolific top 5 passing offense, top 3 passing offense.
Mhm.
Baker is. We're looking at Baker and Justin Herbert with the quarterbacks. We got JT, Saquon, and Bill at running back. And then wide receivers, we have T, Ladd, Odunze, Watson, and Chris Godwin. And we're just going to call this a non-tight end tournament here. No tight ends in this one, everybody.
Yeah.
No, we need to grab one here soon. Are you cool with the two running back
But
or
how
two quarterback
soon?
build for the most part?
Yeah, I don't see like I'm cool because those both have like pretty high like floors, so like it just finishing like right around QB1. So I'm cool with that. I don't need to focus anywhere else. Like where else would you want to do? Like it'd be like a dart throw for me at that point. I feel like it's just kind of a waste.
Um, Dalton Kincaid. Dalton Kincaid, he's had a little bit of news popping up lately. I guess his knee injuries, it's almost there. He's beefing up because that's usually the news we get after a guy who has been injury riddled. Do you find yourself clicking Kincaid ever? Any intrigue to get a portion of ownership there?
I've only done it like once or twice, and it's because I took Josh Allen. So it's
Mm.
like he's one of those where like he's perfect where he's going because it's like if he's one, it's kind of scary for me. Like I'd rather not have him as my tight end one. But I think he has weeks where he can finish as like obviously it doesn't take a lot to do that as a tight end one for them,
Yeah.
but I'm okay with it.
Yeah, we need to redefine the parameters of a tight end one. If you're not top 7, top 8 on the
Yeah,
week, you're not a tight end one.
yeah. Top 8 should be like the tight end one. After that, it's kind of a crapshoot.
All right, so I got Coker, Tracy, Likely, Shaheed, Coleman popped up here. I mean, Aaron Jones. I want to get back. Aaron Jones has been great for so long, but I don't find myself clicking that one as
It's the
often.
hamstrings. As long as his hamstrings holds up, he's fine.
He needs to go hang out with the guy that Christian Watson hung out with because my
They
boy's
were all teammates.
fixed.
That's right. Yeah, supposedly.
All right. Jawan Jennings, he's creeping up now that he finally has a team. Wide receiver 60. Stephon Diggs is at 59. Where's Brandon Ayuk?
Lower.
Oh my God, 68. And then Debo's
Yeah.
69. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I'm taking
Nice.
so much of Ayuk, Debo, Stephon Diggs. Like, just they should be
If you're
much
gonna,
higher.
yeah, if you're gonna do it, this is the time to go grab it. Like, look what happened with Keenan Allen last year. Nobody wanted him, and all of a sudden he signed, jumped way up, and was good for the first 4 weeks, and kind of tailed off. But when you bake in the price that you had to pay early on, it kind of, I don't know, takes away the juice that you were getting there.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes Mark Andrews. That was going to be our next conversation.
Yeah, I was like,
Um,
dang, okay.
what you feeling here?
Well, you have Tyrone Tracy highlighted, so you can go Tyrone. No, I go Rashid. Go Rashid. Honestly, like he's perfect for this format. Like you talking about, I just need 3 catches, 150 yards, 3 touchdowns. That's very much in his wheelhouse. I'll take that over what maybe Tyrone is.
I'm going to highlight Keaton Mitchell here just because we do that if we don't take Hampton, and we got the Justin Herbert.
I'm still taking
Um,
Tyrone here. I know it sounds weird, but like
I don't.
I
They
just
paid
don't
him.
know what
He's going to be
the team is.
involved.
Exactly.
Dude knows where the end zone is. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired of taking
Travis Hunter.
Diggs.
I'm starting to come around. It's crazy, but I am starting to come around.
I thought he plays defense though.
Yeah, when the coach, the player, and the GM have all just said no, he's going to play both sides. Like I'm gonna believe all three of them.
Let's take Tracy here. My steam is building for Scatabo, but I think he's just as he could smash himself into a wall halfway through the season again, and possibly put himself at where Tyrone Tracy's getting a work. Because I don't even remember who the third back is. Is Singletary still here?
I don't think so, but it's funny you say that because he did sign like a 2 or 3 year deal, so it could be. But let's see.
Stupid. Jason popping in the chat. Man, games come out Thursday. Whoop, whoop. NFL news been kicking up recently with training camp. I smell football. Yeah, Jason, I'm smelling it too. It is great. I freaking love it. Just a few months away from actual football. And it's draft season, baby. It's draft season. Whether you're doing best ball. You said what?
It is Singletary, yes.
Somebody's ears are burning. Pete popping in. Devin Singletary mentioned. Yeah, buddy. We're trying to figure out where he's at and who that third Giants running back is. Not interested enough to click him, but he's there. He's there.
He's got to get drafted like once by his like mom or something in best ball.
Right. I mean, I wouldn't be if you told me he was relevant in best ball this year. I wouldn't be surprised because how many guys are not even ADP'd coming in around projection 9.8 points. Poor guy. So how's the team shaping up? We got 2-4-6-0, man. We got all right. Let's look at some tight ends here.
Yeah.
Let's get Hunter Henry, Chig, Jabon. I'm trying to remember quarterbacks. Are you interested in Njoku?
Yeah, especially because we took Herbert. Like Njoku was talented. Like I still like I'm on the train of like he's talented. Like I get Fannin had like the breakout season, but like he's still good, right? Like I mean,
my thing is just it's the age and it's the injury. So like, are we looking at the point where he has or is falling off the cliff? And there's a lot of mouths to feed in this offense. So like, could I see David Njoku walking away with 6 touchdowns this season? Absolutely. Could I see him being under 450 yards? I could see that too.
Yeah, I was super excited that he got signed and it's on a great offense, but obviously just ruins the Gadsden stocks. But like looking at these names, like we're gonna probably take 3 tight ends, potentially 4 if I had to guess. Like I like Chig, I like Juwan Johnson a lot. Who else is highlighted or who else is on the list for the tight ends? Like Gunnar Helm is like sneaky. Like I could see him being a part of the offense.
If you believe in the Titans and what they're doing there, I think Gunnar Helm's a great pick. I have believed that for the last 2 seasons that like Will Levis and Ward have been like my QB3s in best ball, and I'm getting a little fatigue here, so I might not touch it as much. What do you?
Let's take a tight end. We can't set it up anymore.
Let's take Chig.
Yeah, it's
talking about Jaden Daniels being the number 4. Brennen Ayuk could be dust. Could not. Maybe he doesn't even make it to Washington. If that happens, I think Chig is going to be a great pick in fantasy.
Yeah, I mean, he could finish as he's like what he's going as like what tight end
20 something 22. I took him ahead.
I think he finishes about that.
Yeah, I think so too.
Jason popping. You guys saw what Buck said today. We are all fading Bucky and or Ibuka in redraft. What was a quote for Bucky and Ibuka?
Ibuka, I figured it had something to do with how they were aligning with Hurst coming in there. I thought it was more of a fade on McMillan. Ibuka, I actually almost brought it up there when we picked. We have not been starring him in that cluster of wide receivers very often. And Bucky, I just think it's a limited upside, if that makes sense.
The only thing I see here is Zach Robinson thinks Bucky Irving, Kenneth Gainwell have similar skill sets. Like, all right.
I feel like this is early for Jonah Coleman, but at the same time, they've got one of the best.
I would still with Juwan Johnson. I would much rather have Juwan Johnson because we've lacked a tight end there. So
I just like to ignore the tight end and act like they're not real people. But I guess
true.
You make a good point.
I do that more so for kickers, but I'll allow it.
So how are you feeling with Bucky? I've got him like barely inside my top 20. I would still take him over. I'm trying to think of who's right there. Like Travion Henderson. I'm taking Bucky over that. But like Cam Scatterbo, who goes after him, I want Cam over Bucky.
I'm indifferent. Like I think I'd rather have Cam Scatterboo than Bucky. It's like, do I rather have Dave Montgomery than Bucky Irving? And I think I'd rather have Bucky. I think he's a little more explosive. I like the offense a little more. I think that's where I'm at with it. So like, like Bucky has exceeded expectations since coming into the league. And I
100%.
think
This was a day 3
he had
pick
that
that was
crazy
undersized.
rookie year. Yeah, crazy rookie year, and it's just been just can't hold up, which is fine. But like, I don't. It's just tough. Like I feel I'd be very worried if he's my RB2. And you can't build a perfect team, obviously, but like, I'd be so much more excited if he was my flex play. Like, oh my God, heaven.
Yeah, Bucky is my RB2. I'm going to make sure that I've got some subbable pieces there just a little bit later. I might go heavier running
Mhm.
back in the first 10 rounds that I typically would as somebody else there.
Yeah. Crispy. I like Chig. Ertz had a nice run right up till the injury. Yeah, exactly. Different OC though, right? Who's the OC now for Commanders?
They've got the David Blau.
That's
Or
right.
is that the Eagles guy?
No, David Blau is
He's the Commanders.
I think he's Commanders because the Eagles are Sean Mannion.
That's right. And then you've got Davis Webb for the Broncos. We've got all these
Davis Webb is the
reject backup
Broncos.
quarterbacks that are
Yes.
coming in, and I cannot keep them straight right now.
Jason, what if Gainwell is the same role as Steelers? That was annoying for Warren. It could. I mean, it could be. That means you're just getting Gainwell super cheap. I mean, if you were taking Bucky, there's a chance that like it could go to shit very quickly. That's where I stand with him.
My pushback to that is I don't think they will need Gainwell as much in
To
that
do as
role
much.
as the Steelers did. They've got enough pass catchers that they don't have to worry about that. They also have a mobile quarterback. Steelers had Aaron Rodgers. Dude's not moving. He's going to dump it off, dump it off, dump it off, dump it off. Especially when you've got a receiving core that's DK Metcalf, Calvin Austin, and who? So yeah, I do like taking the other Sean. Who's the third? Sean.
The
Third
running back, Sean
in
Tucker.
Buccaneers. Sean Tucker
Yes.
and Gainwell. I do like picking him up in best ball just as far as the versatility. Bucky's biggest knock was the size, the injury concern, and I think we might be seeing that, but it's also only 2 years, so I don't want to overreact. How you feeling here? Ooh, Emmett.
Um,
Are you clicking Alvin
Trey
Kamara?
Harris.
Ooh, Trey Harris.
No,
Great call. Great call.
Yeah, I would take Trey Harris here. We
Great
passed
call.
up on the other stack, so Trey Harris is like a sneaky one.
Yeah, I meant to grab QJ at one point, but I guess we all but missed that. He must have got sniped right before we got him. Cool. We got plenty of tight ends. Are
Like,
you
I'd rather have
cool with
Mike
the two
Washington.
quarterback
I think
build?
Mike Washington scores more points than Alvin Kamara.
100. Yeah, I would agree with that. Especially Clint Kubiak saying, "Hey, I'm going to be a pain in the ass for fantasy players.
Yeah, I'm gonna use
I'm
both
going
guys,
to do
by the
two."
way. Yeah, I'm gonna ruin your day with all those Ashton Genty socks you guys have.
Right, and Mike Washington, man, the speed is definitely there.
Um,
Jason taking shots.
I mean, so frustrating. We're talking about basketball now, but like not having Rui on the court last shot, even though he was like one of the hottest nights of his career shooting threes, and he doesn't. I don't know. Whatever. We were never beat the Thunder. We exceeded expectations, so.
Yeah, they're down
Don't know what to do.
0 and 3. They're probably like, no, if I make this shot, we got to play another game, or we can start the offseason early. Yeah.
Are we taking Mike here? What's our build?
Yeah, I like Mike.
Yeah, we're doing wide receivers. Yeah, let's take Mike.
Yeah. Fantasy Meatball in the house. Hey, Brian and Brennan, what's up, fellas? Meatball, what's up, buddy? We are a mere 2 months, about 2.5 months away from the Fantasy Football Expo. Folks, you've never been, you've never heard of it, check it out. It is in Canton, Ohio. Fantasy Football Advice Network. They're sponsoring it, headlining it. It's us. But yeah, great time, great out there. I got to meet Meatball in person. It's a lot of people talking football and a lot of drinking. It's a great time.
When is
great
it this
time
year?
there. It's the third week in July. They moved it up a couple weeks, so it's before the Hall of Fame game versus after.
Smart.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. Now, granted, there are draft events at the Expo, which that sucks having to draft a team late July. It's like the Scott Fish Bowl, drafting that in the beginning of July. It's like, oh, you take some questionable players.
Yeah.
Sweet. So we're looking at 2572 build. We are going to be, I guess we have just our last two picks coming up, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, 202, 207. Are you cool with the two quarterback build?
Yeah, I don't like what other quarterback left is like Jacoby Brissett, but he's not going to make it to us. I don't
Michael
want
Penix
to. Deshaun would
maybe,
be the only one.
and I don't want that. Yeah, I say maybe what, a running back and a tight end here, or wide receiver tight end.
Let's look at all the options. Let's go running back, wide receiver, tight end. Let's just look at those. Like, let's just see. Like, Kayshon Boutte, Tank Dell would be interesting. Malik Will. I mean, he could be the wide receiver one. Doesn't mean it's a lot, but I'm just saying targets are there.
Mooney is the wide receiver 2, presumably for the Giants.
Yeah, but how? Like, I don't know, man. He was kind of dust with
He was ass this
the
past year,
Falcons. Yeah,
and not the good kind of ass either.
If you draft Irving, would you also draft in Tuck on a deep bench league?
In a deep bench
I think I'd
league,
draft.
yeah.
Yeah, Kenneth Gainwell, yes. I don't know about Tucker. I think Tucker's just a bowling ball that just goes forward for yards. That's all he really is.
He's a
I'd much rather have
touchdown play.
Yeah. Gainwell for sure in full point PPR. Like, it's not even a debate.
JJ McCarthy stock. Yeah, no, we're not taking your boy. Sorry, buddy. Wait, repeat what you said about Expo in July. What's that? So it's Fantasy Football Expo. It happens in Canton, Ohio, where the Football Hall of Fame is. Usually it's that second week in August, but they kicked it up to the third or fourth week in July. It's right before the Hall of Fame game. But you go out there. It's yeah, as Meatball said, it's the degenerates. It's football, fantasy football creators, fantasy football fans. There's a lot of big names that go, so you get to go talk some ball. There's golf event. There's live football drafts. There's the actual expo itself where there's tons of booths, tons of free getaway. And again, it's Canton, Ohio. So if you can find yourself getting there, it is cheap. $15 will get you like 4 meals. I feel like just the biggest badass there buying shots for
$40
everybody.
to an Airbnb.
Yeah, it's crazy. Open container downtown. So everybody's just walking around with plastic cups. It's a great time. I've been 4 or 5 years in a row. I love it every time.
I'm trying to go this year, so
I don't feel ready for this pick, so I'm going to take Pratt Firemuth just to stall us out
Okay.
for this last one, whether it be running back or wide receiver.
Okay, let's go through. Like, I like
Sean Tucker.
Jalen Black's always like a fun one, just because, like, hey man, Shanahan said the highlight tape sick, so like he's got to know something.
Yeah, I'm not fading Black and the wide receiver Stribling. Not fading them all outright. Oh
Like
my
Desmond
God.
Claiborne,
Don't mess with
clicked it
us
a few
here.
times.
Don't mess with us. We'll
You're
do
just-
it. If we had a weaker QB2, I'm not against it, man.
Yeah, honestly, I would be like, hey, take a chance. Why not? Christian Kirk's like, I've taken him a few times just because it's like I still think like that wide receiver room is so fragile. Pat Bryant again, like I think I'm higher on the most.
If you're gonna take a shot on late guys, it's gonna Jack Besh. Let's go Jack Besh.
Jack Besh is like Jack Besh is fun because it's just like Raiders didn't do anything. So there you go.
There we go. I like Jack Besh. I always forget about him.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, let's go through this team we have so far. We ended up with a 2-5-8-3 build. We got the linchpins in the roster with Jonathan Taylor, Saquon Barkley. Starting up the wide receiver run, we got Higgins, Ladd, Rome, and Christian Watson. Justin Herbert at QB. Then Chris Godwin. We got Bill, Baker Mayfield, Raheed Shaheed, Tyrone Tracy, Chigakonkwo, Juwan Johnson, Trey Harris, Mike Washington. I want to say Malik Washington every time. Pat Freiermuth, and Jack Besh. Thoughts?
Pretty solid squad.
I don't hate it. I
don't hate it either. Yeah.
I don't hate it. Let's see what else we have here. Anything weird? We got a 3-4-8-3.
That's fine.
Yeah, that one's not bad. 2-6-7-3. Yeah, late tight end. That's us. All right, we got a 2 tight end build. But their first, so they got Mark Andrews and Jake Ferguson.
You're really just hoping for one of those two just to be A-okay.
Yeah, Mark Andrews needs 7 touchdowns, and Jake Ferguson needs an injury to CD or Pickens to make sure that he can stay consistent.
Mm-hmm.
None of these are really jumping out to me. I think we took 2 here, so it's a little counterproductive with what I'm going to say. I think I'm leaning closer to 3 quarterback builds. I've been going for that like optimum lottery ticket build the last couple of years with a lot more 2 quarterbacks. I think I'm finally realizing, hey, Brian, there's a whole lot of injuries that hit these quarterbacks. What was it? 48 quarterbacks had a quarterback one finish this past week. So maybe it is smart. Meatball's making jokes possibly about Anthony Richardson. Maybe it's not so much a joke. You know?
Yeah, if you take Josh Allen though, you should stick to 2 quarterback. Like you've invested heavily at that point. Like if he gets hurt, then like your team is already kind of trending downward. So like that, I'm okay with taking 2 quarterbacks. Like Jaden Daniels, like I'd probably like to have 3 if I could. Joe Burrow, definitely 3. Like Herbert, like I know he's kind of an Iron Man. Baker's an Iron Man. Like I'm okay with you do 2 in that aspect with some of those guys.
I am too, but I had a lot of 2 quarterback builds with Jaden Daniels last year, and you know, I think I'm just trying to build in more of the possibility of that happening, but I don't want to take 2 quarterbacks as early as we did. If I do that, you know,
you can't punt on tight end like we did. If that's the case, like we couldn't, like we had to take a tight end a little bit sooner than we wouldn't be able to take. Like if you go back to our team, we go down past it's like past Rome. Where's Herbert? Yeah. So instead of Chris Godwin, we take the tight end there. Yeah. So it's like it's like the Tucker Craft area, right? Or no? So Kyle Pitts. So they come down to the Kyle Pitts or Fannin over Chris Godwin, and it's like I still like Chris Godwin more.
Those feels just a bit early. Kyle Pitts might be in the right range for him, but he feels volatile, and it's Cleveland, man. It's Cleveland. Yeah. Jason from NYC, I might have to take a trip down. Hey, it's well worth it. It's a great time. Tickets, you can buy them at I think it's ffexpo.com. You can Google it and it pops up. FSAN promo code should get you, I think, 10% off, just FYI, if you do want to check it out. Great time. Can't recommend it enough. Meatball, yeah, draft. We got draft night out on Saturday. It's a huge draft party. There's like dozens of leagues that are started this night, and the party just keeps going for the rest of the evening. Go to the Discord, out of the fantasy the Fantasy Expo. They've got a Discord channel. All the information's in there as well. Balanced team, guys. I like it. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Vote of confidence down there from Meatball. Let's see how these final teams ended up. 3-6-6-3. I want to check this guy out. Wow, Brock Bowers with 3 tight ends. That just feels like blasphemy.
That who do the Titans also take though? Like
Sadiq and Likely. I feel like you just wasted a pick with Sadiq. Could have taken Likely and then
I like Likely with the pick, but what are other weighted? I would have taken like I don't know.
I would have taken Pat Farley right here in the 17th.
Yeah.
And Sadiq you could have taken. I mean, it's not much prettier, but you get what I'm saying. I feel like if I take McBride or Bowers, the strategic advantage of taking one of them is you only have to have 2 tight ends.
Yeah.
Or even 1. Screw it. They're only going to miss 1 game. I'll take an L for 1 week if, it gives me an extra roster spot.
I like how collectively everyone was just like, it got released, McBride was 1 and Bowers was 2, and everyone's just like, yeah, no, I don't like that. It should be Bowers 1, actually. Just come to fruition.
Just flip it. Awesome.
Yeah.
Nice, man. Another draft in the books, folks. As we were kind of talking about, we just finished up wrapping up an episode. We'll be dropping it tomorrow, so make sure you're going to check it out there on our YouTube page. Too Much Fantasy Football. We'll be posting it there as well as the podcast form. It's us two. It's Chuck Bass and Andrew Cooper going at it, drafting the top 13 receiving rooms. It got wild. That's for sure. Brennen, parting words for the people at home.
Gamble responsibly on best ball drafts. So that's all I got to say. Really. Yeah.
That's all he's got to say. And don't bet on the Lakers.
No. Hey, we covered the spread, all right? We covered the spread for the first time. So
that's all we're looking for. Covering the spread here. That's what we do on Too Much Fantasy Football. We appreciate y'all listening, whether you're on our channel
or the fantasy off this damn team, dude.
We'll see y'all next time. Later.